In British Columbia's current housing market, buyers typically choose between three main property types: detached homes, condo apartments, and townhouses. But over the last year of market turbulence, the data shows that only one of these options actually held its ground. One asset class proved resilient, while the other two fell behind. We are currently sitting in a period of measured stabilization. Following a harsh succession of interest rate shocks and economic shifts from 2022 to 2024, the frenzy of previous years has cleared out, leaving buyers with more time and leverage. To find out which property type actually protected buyers, looking at the top-line general market averages won't work. We need to isolate each property type and run them through a rigorous comparative stress test. The first test measures direct value retention. We are looking at the year-over-year benchmark price changes across the Greater Vancouver region to see how much value each asset lost. Single-family detached homes took a noticeable hit over the last 12 months, recording a year-over-year drop of 3.7%. Attached townhouses navigated the exact same market conditions with much more stability. Their benchmark value dipped only 1.5% in the same timeframe. Condo apartments bore the brunt of the market correction. They experienced a severe contraction, losing nearly 7% of their value year over year. The price depreciation data alone rules out condos as the safest asset. But to figure out whether the momentum belongs to townhouses or detached homes, we have to look at the actual transaction volumes. The second test examines sheer market demand by tracking the total number of properties sold to active buyers. When we break down sales volume by property type, a clear divergence emerges. This chart shows the downward plunge in condo apartment transactions. Metro Vancouver home sales hit their lowest point in 25 years. While the condo market slumps, detached homes and townhouses are breaking away from that trend, actively gaining year-over-year momentum. Detached homes and townhouses both pass the volume test. To separate the two, we have to evaluate their long-term holding power in the rental market. This brings us to the third test, underlying utility. We need to see how these properties perform for the investors and end users who hold them. Looking at rental performance for 2026 highlights the practical challenges of each property type. The condo sector is currently sitting on its highest level of active listings in over a decade. Small-scale investors are retreating from the market, leaving a massive multifamily glut that will take years to fully absorb. Detached homes pose the opposite problem. Their extreme entry prices create a prohibitive cost barrier for both investors looking for yield and average families looking to rent, severely limiting their reliable cash flow utility. Townhouses easily bypass both of these issues. They capture the specific demand from families who are priced out of detached homes, but require more square footage than a condo can offer, giving them an exceptionally strong rental utility. Current data tells us where the market is today, but future macroeconomic forces will dictate where it goes in 2027 and beyond. The province's small-scale, multi-unit housing mandate rewrites the value of traditional single-family lots by allowing increased density, changing how developers and buyers calculate land worth. Upcoming federal revisions to immigration targets will reduce non-permanent residents. This specifically threatens the future tenant pool and underlying value of the condo sector. These combined shifts penalize the extremes. With detached homes targeted for upzoning, condos face a shrinking tenant pool. Systemic advantages funnel toward middle-density housing. Based on this comparative stress test, the optimal choice for the current market becomes clear. The townhouse is the definitive winner. It sidesteps the condo inventory glut while answering the missing middle practicality that current legislative and demographic targets demand. As the British Columbia real estate market continues its long-term rebalancing, the townhouse stands alone as the mathematically proven, resilient asset. Navigating a market in the middle of a correction requires precise, data-backed strategy. Our team is equipped to help you map out your next move with clarity. Visit us online at silentstory.ca